basically our account would have been stopped when the struggle been fixed, so I had to pay that one.
Yeah. So do we know, so for example, say, I've seen Bridge Eye and that doesn't look like that's been made because no.
It's well, thank goodness, and it does. I think it's the best looking piece of green grass
in this area at the moment because it's scorched on one side and green on the other. But by the side, but let's say for example, Mr. Gibson has put in a bill for £85. Do we know which ones of these mowings are for which? Right, okay. Let's just for argument's sake, we know Bridge Eye has not been mowed. Can we say we are paying for £85 for Bridge Eye? It doesn't matter which, we don't need to know which ones.
I can challenge it, but because we haven't got a formal contract with them, I haven't got much to, I haven't paid for it to back me up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
that's where the clause is,
yeah.
It's what's on.
It's not
No, there was a tender in Jackie's time that they went for.
That's
No, it's never been renewed, it's just a rolling contract.
Okay. What about the other one with the asylum, which is PJD gardening?
Yeah.
That's from May, June and July.
Yeah.
It's a small area, but it doesn't need cutting every month, surely.
No,
Yeah,
so
but
actually Pip has come to me and he hasn't actually invoiced for both of his cuts. He's allowed to invoice in July because he said it didn't need cutting. So he's actually been really honest with us and been brilliant. So yeah, so his amount should be higher, but he's gone, I know I'm allowed to invoice it, but I haven't mowed it because it's not good for the soil. And I'm not going to invoice something I haven't done.
So coming to the next one then, obviously these are payments going out, so we've got Steve Billings, £1 and £8.
Yeah.
But I think we should pay that.
Was that from the other document?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know how much we can say yet, but I think that payment should be now.
I think if you want that as a discussion, we'll have to vote for it to go into the confidential section. And then I can explain more on that. Can I just...
Can I make a proposal? Just very quick one. You know there was an incident in the last week or so about the benches that Cambridge got into really upset that project, particularly because probably do we know if the bills were paid to fix those?
He hasn't invoiced yet.
Right.
That needs to go in the confidential section. I've got correspondence on that.
Can I make a proposal then that we exclude from the payment list the 5 mowing and the 1 payment to the Leighton, and that we propose to a confidential element at the end of the meeting? After closed session. But aside from that, are you happy to sign the payment? item of 70, the final part, is that obviously we're now halfway through August. We don't have a formal meeting until the 3rd of September. Sorry, 17th of September. Sorry, the full council next week on the 17th. So the proposal I'd ask us to consider is that the authority is delegated to myself and Sue Beardmore to approve the payments and allowing our clerk to continue to process payments. In view of the previous conversation, I understand where
You know what I'm going to say, with the exception of, or depending on the outcome.
Any payments made for under this regulation will be presented to council, but I don't know if you want to further discuss this confidentially. Well, put it this way, I'm putting a proposal that you delegate. I hear the concerns.
Yeah.
If you're happy to somebody to second and vote on that, and then only those payments that are paid will be viewed in, shown in September.
Yeah.
So, you second that.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not fully understanding on this. Are we saying then that you and Sue will have authority to pay payments without them being seen by us prior?
Yes. A number of them.
But the caveat, depends on what.
So it's not going to be a wish list.
No. No.
It will be a measured.
Yeah.
If you look at some of the things that we postage. So the proposal and seconded by Councillor Walcott, can I have a show of hands on that? Item 71, the checking continues. Unfortunately, we had 2 activations within 3 days of voting, both activated by the West Midlands Emergency Ambulance Service, but fortunately, on both occasions, they weren't actually required, but they were taken to occurrences, and I have them back on the system in less than 3 hours. I'm going to be checked and put them back on the circuit, because as soon as they got activated, they were removed from the national database, but within 3 hours they were both, on both occasions, back on the system. All the others are correct. The pads at the vote, it seems to be the month of the vote, expire on the 28th of this month, and they will be replaced by AED donate under the SMBC contract free of charge. So all correct. Item 72, Councillor Beardmore is obviously not with us tonight. She hasn't said anything, but she's just added to putting roadwork junctions on Facebook and then updates everybody quite clearly about where there's going to be congestion and roadworks.
Could you ask Sue to give an update about what's happening on Mill Lane when it comes to the bridge?
I will pass that on. Okay, so the calendar of meetings is item 73. So the clerk and I visited what they were Methodist Church, and it's a good sized room, accessible, £10 a meeting.
An hour,
Sorry, £10 an hour a meeting. Members should know that parking is a little bit limited. A number of you from the Wet Rocks end perhaps know it.
You can park right in the back.
Yeah, there is, but there's, if you look at how many cars are out here tonight,
Yeah, but don't think they can park in the back where we, Sunday, number 1, number 2, you know, they can park on the back.
okay.
All they got to do is I know it's
Well, we can,
I totally up to it.
Yeah, okay, well, I think parking is slightly limited, but there's no reason why we can't use it. The church, our next meeting at Wetley Rocks is the 15th of October, but it is not available on that night. However, what we could do is flip that meeting to Cheverton, because Wetley Rocks is available on the 19th of November, and we put that meeting at Wetley Rocks.
Are you saying there's a mistake in the agenda on the price?
Yeah, it's £10 an hour.
And how much do we pay for here?
How does that compare to here?